summer runners, it's almost the end of summer and practice is about to begin in a couple of weeks. So one of the things I wanted to front load with and teach you about is the idea of what you should do to warm up for your practices. So here's the basic warm up. I'm going to call these essential. A lot of people will disagree with me, but depending on the scenarios, you may actually want to do more warm up or you may want to do less warm up. But here we go. I'll try and bring this in close to you. Again, first of all, doing high knees, then butt kicks, then what's called Frankensteins, the A skip, B skip, karaoke, lunges, and Spider-Man. Now, other things that I sometimes may throw into practices, just especially for speed workouts, maybe things like super skips, windshield wipers, the inchworm, neck rolls, torso twist. Honestly, I do a torso twist almost as an essential anyway. Reaching to the sky, shrugs, and of course push-ups, because we want to be in the best shape we can. So I'm going to try and demonstrate these. I'm going to go through just the entire warm-up myself. It should take somewhere between 5 to 7 minutes. And again, the idea is that I don't want you to get injured. So you may seem like this is extreme, that they're doing more than we need to. But the goal is that you are actually warmed up, that your legs are ready to do the the workout that we have for the day. So what you do is you find a spot that's about 10 to 15 meters on the track, and you're going to go ahead and do those 8 things. And because I may forget, I'm going to bring this with me. Again, the first one is your high knees, and you're going to end up going ahead and try and get your knees as high as you can. One thing that helps me when I'm trying to do this is if I actually put my hands out in front of me and I try and knee my hands, almost like I'm doing like a Muay Thai knee or something like that, and just going back and forth as quickly as you can, not horizontally, but as many as you can get in a second. So literally you can warm up like this without moving at all. But in our case, we would end up saying, I'm going to go from the white line to the yellow line. So, again, it helps. Make sure to get high enough to put the hands out. That's high knees. Now, we would normally just go ahead and do the next one, go in the opposite direction, but I'm going to start everything at this end for the sake of the video. Next one's butt kicks. Butt kicks can be done in a number of different ways. The way that I prefer is where you are just going like this, kicking your butt up. Your knee is kind of just staying perpendicular to the ground. And yes, you should be starting to breathe heavy during this warm-up. That's part of the reasons you do the warm-up. So again, butt kicks. And again, notice my arms are going with my legs. Proper form. Okay, next one's Frankensteins, and you're going to be going ahead and just kicking your straight legs up as if you're doing a Frankenstein walk. So that also means your arms are going to be up out in front of you. So, Frankenstein. Try and get as high as you can, keeping your back relatively straight. We do A skips. This one's difficult for a lot of people for the very first time. It's skipping, and you're simulating the running movement. So literally, you're going to still be going ahead, using your arms like you would during a run, and you just kind of do a little hop. You do that and you just continue that. So, you know, I'll throw it over here. It's almost like a high knee, but again, you're focusing on form. Now your B-skip is the same thing, but instead of keeping your feet down, you're actually going to kick your legs out and then bring them back in. So that you go like that. So again, B-skip. Reaching for the ground. Just taking as much space as you can. That's very helpful, especially for anyone who's trying to do like speed work, sprinting. Alright, karaoke. People have called this grapevine, they've called it many different things. I learned it as karaoke. But again, you go one leg, say if I'm pointing this direction, my right leg is going to go over my left leg, then back, then right leg goes behind my left leg. And back. So that's walking it, but you're going to run it. So, like that. And you would end up needing to do it both directions. Now there are variations of this where you may kick that front leg up when it gets in front. You may do that sometimes. Alright, lunges. Lunges are pretty simple. Keep your hands up in the air, not on your knees. Go out, notice about 90 degrees, and up. Your knee is almost touching the ground, and in fact, the hairs on your knee might touch the ground, but your knee itself does not. Last one is what we call Spider-Man, which sometimes maybe halfway through the lunge I might say, take a spot and say start doing Spider-Man's there. It's like a lunge, but it's actually more like, it's like Spider-Man walking up a wall, with his hands and his feet. So you're kind of going into a lunge, but then your hands are on the ground. And you're walking it up, trying to keep your butt as close to the ground as possible. Not like this, but as close to the ground as possible. And again, just walking that wall. Imagine scaling it. Okay, so you can see, before this I should note, you run 3 laps, so maybe 5 minutes or so, just to get yourself a little bit, your muscles ready even for that aspect of it. But that's the warm-up that we're going to end up doing. Like I said, you're going to end up getting a little bit of breathing with this, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Alright, so that's the essential warm-ups that we're going to end up doing for this year for cross country. Hope you enjoy the videos and that they're helpful. And I'll see you soon in practice.